Hey guys, it's David here from Rapid QS. Hey, so I thought I'd just jump on and obviously I've been doing a bit of social media stuff through Instagram and Facebook, and I thought I'd start a YouTube channel, try and talk about the experiences I've had in the industry, what I've learned, and where I think builders lack knowledge. Yeah, you can be a fantastic builder, awesome on the tools, but I believe there's so many components to the building industry. There's definitely a lot of stuff around marketing, pricing, types of contracts, styles of contracts, and how you go about doing your business. So I've had 8 years experience on the tools. So I did my apprenticeship in Wanganui, Palmerston North. Learned a lot there, worked for like one-man bands, five-man bands, so it was quite good getting very close to on the tools experience with an experienced builder working directly under them. That was my first 2 years of my apprenticeship in Wanganui. Then I moved to Palmerston North, worked with a bigger crowd, sort of 18 to 25 guys, so it was good working with other like-minded young guys working in a structure where there was foremen, apprentices, carpenters, stuff like that. So that was really good, and it was good learning a bit of a management structure in a business and seeing how management works, obviously having boss, foreman, builders, apprentice, labourers. So I'd say probably 3 out of the 5 years of my apprenticeship were residential, so strictly new homes, lots of maintenance work, lots of bathrooms, lots of extensions, a couple new builds. And then my last 2 years is where I believe I got all my management experience in the commercial sector. So Fonterra Dry Plant in Palmerston North, I was on that for a year and a half. I kind of quickly excelled. The boss kind of realised I was shit on the tools. Fair enough, and then put me in a management structure. So I was in charge of organising precast panels to be lifted and dropped in between the dogman, the crane driver, and the installers. So that was really fun. Did that for 2 years, and then I'm pretty passionate about my tennis. So I did 2 to 3 years overseas playing tennis. Came back to Queenstown, came back to New Zealand, got an opportunity from a friend from Palmerston North, offered me a project management job in Queenstown. That was when there was a big commercial boom on. The Kmart down there was being built, so there was easily over 150 tradies on site for 2 years. Me and a good friend had a contract to do a precast panel contract down there, so we were building 150, 200 panels over the course of 1 to 2 years. That was really good experience. Once again, learning how to price stuff, work with management. Jake, who I was working with, was more the lead builder on the tools, teaching all the boys, so that was a big learning curve. I was more step back, doing all the pricing, making sure we were hitting our budgets and making sure that we were hitting enough panels per week. Good learning curve, but first real taste of commercial building. No such thing as relationships, I believe. No such thing as I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. Literally just a case of who's got the cheapest price at the end of the day and who can get it done. So quickly realised that was our first year of business together. We did that for 1.5 years, and then we got out straight away. Had a bit of a loss there, unfortunately, but got out. I moved straight back into residential construction, so I stayed in Queenstown, set up a team of guys, and this is where I really excelled and got incredibly good at sales, marketing, organising guys, organising teams of guys, and winning work. So there was a big boom there. A lot of people were upgrading all of their hotels, homes, Airbnbs were being built. There was a lot of residential construction. The biggest problem they had down there was no guys, and there were a lot of companies coming down from other regions to get in on the boom. So I pretty much set up a recruitment style business model. So that's when I started the company that I'm still a small shareholder of now, Bakers Builds. So we got in doing residential renovations. A lot of hotel work came up. So I was working for a Indian Crown. He had a big hotel down there. We did like 40, 50 bathroom renovation units. Lots of Airbnbs, new kit outs, garages being fitted out to Airbnbs. Obviously the tourism market was incredibly busy. So at that stage I was 25. I was managing 2 teams of 5 in Queenstown. So we had 5 still on the charge up model, doing a lot of commercial work, groundworks, footings, installing precast beams, and general carpentry. We were managing to get all our labour sort of from out of town, so we were managing to get guys coming from Invercargill, come up down from Christchurch, and that's how we were getting our guys to come down to Queenstown. So at that stage we were running 2 teams of 5. The Indian guy who I was working for doing all the hotel work, he gave me an opportunity to start coming up to Auckland. and he had a lot of hotels, a lot of property up in Auckland as well. So that was probably my second year in business. I started commuting, so I was running 2 teams of 5 in Queenstown, and then we had a team of 5 up in Auckland, so it took me about 6 months to build that up. Once again, South Auckland work, central, lot of bathroom redos, kitchen upgrades, entranceways, general landscaping. At that stage, I had a foreman in Queenstown and a foreman in Auckland, and that's when I was doing a lot of pricing. My toughest transition was going from being a project manager, managing guys and keeping enough work coming in. So that was definitely my first big hire, was getting a foreman that could help me manage that, and I could strictly be into sales. I think that third year when I was commuting, when I got really good at doing sales and doing pricing. So that's when I pretty much knew I was a full-time sales and marketing guy. So that was really good. I traveled for a year and a half commuting pretty much every week from Auckland to Queenstown. At that stage, we picked up some work in Wanaka as well, did some high volume build, 20 houses at a time. Didn't learn my lesson first time there, went back to a high volume commercial game, lost a lot of money, got absolutely sucked in, sold the dream, chewed up, spat out, lost about $100,000, but it was a good learning curve. So I decided, I would have been 26 then, I decided to pack up Queenstown down there, kind of finished up all the work we did there. The hotel owner that we did the work for in Queenstown, that all dried up, and then we consistently was just doing his work in Auckland. That's when I really got deeply involved with marketing, online presence. Was lucky enough to meet a guy called Marketing Mike. He was the guru, and he was working at a company as a digital marketer, had a lot of experience online. We kind of started working together, and he said, hey, let me do my thing and we'll see if we can really change the game in the trade industry on how to generate leads. So we started doing a lot of research on, what homeowners were looking for, what people were looking for with the building game, and what was like high searches for builders. So obviously Builders Auckland, renovations in Auckland was, high key searches, but we really tried to find out a specific message of what homeowners were looking for in the Auckland region. So we put together a message. We shot like a 30-second maintenance pitch video. We'll post it in the link here somewhere. That was a game changer for us. We posted that on a Friday afternoon, and I'm pretty sure within the first 2 to 3 days we got over 50 leads. But the average job value of these was anywhere from sort of $2,000 to $10,000. So they weren't your big $250K, $500K jobs. So we realised there was a huge gap in the market for doing the small maintenance stuff. As everyone would know, there's so much money in the crumbs. I suppose a lot of people were just trying to go too big too soon, which is what I did in the first 2 years and paid a huge price. And we really started targeting and dominating the maintenance game and just tuning out small job after small job after small job. Obviously, it was very hard to find guys to do all that work, but once we had a good team of 5 to 6, 7 guys, a small management structure, we were really blowing up our digital media presence in Auckland, and the company that I was running at the time had a real good presence for generating a lot of work. So I suppose fast forward 2 years, a lot of ups and downs still again, finding the right guys. As everyone out there knows, every builder knows, it's really hard to find reliable, good staff. So in Queenstown in my first year, we got up to 20 guys, had a big loss, went back down to 5. Third year in Auckland, had a real good crack went back up to 20. Didn't go very well, failed to build a management structure. So that took me sort of 2 years to recover. Year 5, I was lucky enough to meet a good friend who now pretty much runs the company Bakers Builds. I'm just a small stakeholder and just a personal quantity surveyor. So yeah, lucky enough to have found him. He was just on a salary, knew he was on a cap, couldn't make any more money. I said, hey mate, replace your salary, come here, run this company for me on a profit share. I really want to be a quantity surveyor. So just a disclaimer, I'm not a quantity surveyor by trade. I didn't go to university. I didn't study anything. For 4 years, excluding those losses, I ran every single job at a minimum of a 25% profit margin. So whether we were high on labor or low on materials, I knew overall I was winning on every job and making 25, 30%. So I suppose that's where I got really good at pricing. So I was pricing anywhere from 40 to 50 jobs a week, average job value being anywhere from $5,000 to $100,000. I know that's a very broad experience, but pricing everything from a small rotten floor in a bathroom, all the labor components needed, the driving time to drive to site, all the materials needed from a pack of 20 chipboard screws, 65 mil, one piece of plywood, 19 mil, $110, all the way through to a total sum figure down the bottom of, say, 9 labor hours, $190 on materials, and a vehicle charge. So I suppose just going into that level of detail was really critical, and I found I had a really good skill pricing up these small jobs, and then obviously with big jobs I gained a lot of experience as well. So currently at the moment I'm probably working with 5 to 7 builders full time, pricing projects for them. We have a couple of big new builds down in Queenstown which are going up to $3 million, $4 million. Auckland again, pricing renovations anywhere from $10,000 laundry and kitchen small jobs up to $250,000 renovations. So yeah, I feel like I've definitely had a lot of experience in the game, definitely a lot of pricing experience, probably more pricing experience now than on the tools. I'd say easily in the last 2 to 3 years I would have priced anywhere from, I don't know, 500, 700 jobs. So yeah, definitely got a good grasp on how to go about things and how to price up jobs. So yeah, really looking to see how I can help builders who are fantastic on the tools and sort of gain more knowledge and more experience with how to price, how to do sort of contract stuff, whether you're doing fixed price or labor only. I believe every builder should be working on fixed price. If you're a good builder, you should be working from a QS from the very get-go, working on a fixed price, and you can be making much more than just an hourly rate. I think that's how it should be. Profit margins for a builder building company, especially if they're putting a 20-year LBP on it, they should be making a lot more than just an hourly rate. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm still going hard on social media, and I want to do a lot of YouTube work now, informative content, collab content, go and sort of meet people, talk about their experiences, pros and cons in the industry, and see if I can teach everyone out there a thing or two just on the management side, the money side, and how to make more money with your business. There's too many really good builders out there charging too little for what they're worth. Good tradies are hard to come by nowadays, and I don't think they're respected enough, and they should be definitely making a lot more money. So thanks for watching. Tune in. I'll be sure to do these videos every week, twice a week if we can, and yeah, look forward. Any comments, feedback, ideas of stuff you want to hear, talk about, or see, shoot me a message, leave it in the comments. I'll read it. And follow me on all the platforms, and press the subscribe button, please. We'll see how we go. Thank you.